Hello, good day, and welcome to another session of Thinking and Working Scientifically. We cover National, Cambridge Checkpoint, and Pearson Edexcel curricula. Today, we are looking at the circulatory system, Part 1, the heart. So what are we to cover in this series? Simple. Number 1, we shall be looking at how the heart beats. Number 2, we shall be looking at the 4 chambers of the heart. Number 3, we shall be looking at the 4 valves of the heart. Number 4, the blood vessels connected to the heart. Number 5, how blood flows through the heart. And we shall look at a correlation between heartbeats and respiration, which is very important. Okay, remember the series is about thinking. Try not to memorize anything. Try to see visuals, see the pictures as we go on. Great. So let's move on. What keywords are we considering in this series? We have the circulation, the heart, the blood vessels, the organs, the atrium, and the ventricle. It's science time. Remember, this is Maths and Science Clinic Daily. Look us up on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Maths and Science Clinic Daily, and our YouTube channel handle at Maths and Science Clinic Daily. Please do well to like and subscribe, and also do well to share this video if you find it very helpful and useful. It's provided free to you. Do not hoard it. Spread the news. Thank you. Now let's move on. This is how your heart beats. As you're watching right now, your heart is beating, and this is how it beats. Okay, the average heartbeat rate and the normal heartbeat rate ranges from 60 to 100 beats per second, or beats per minute rather. 100 beats per minute, take note of that. Okay, we move on. The heart, right there in the human body, you can see it. We divide the body into 2 parts, say the right side and the left side. So we look at this closely. And then what do we want to know about that? What happens as the heart beats? It's very simple. As the heart beats, it pumps blood around the body through the blood vessels. You can see the heart, you can see the blood vessels, and you can see the red coloration, which is the blood. You would notice closely when you look at the heart right there that it is tilted towards the left side of the body. Note that the heart is tilted towards the left side of the body. So let's have a fun. Each time you place your right hand on your chest, do you know what you're doing? Check very well. Your palm is on the left side. You're actually placing your palm on your heart. Maybe you never knew. Now you know what it means. So we move on. Look at this closely. What do you see? The heart, the blood vessels, and blood flowing. So what does this tell us? It tells us something about the circulatory system. So what is the circulatory system? Just remember the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood, and then you can easily make this definition as the circulatory system is a system in animals that comprises the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels, and how they interact with other body functioning. And then the question is, other body functioning? What are these body functioning? But before we go there, remember again the definition. The circulatory system is a system in animals that comprises the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels, and how they interact with other body functioning. So let's get to meet this body functioning. Very simple. You eat, right? Beautiful. You respire, that is you breathe, right? Beautiful. Occasionally you go urinate, you sweat. These are all coordinated. Take it very serious. They have a connection with the heart, with the circulatory system. Okay, so this body functioning will include such things, such processes as respiration, digestion, excretion, and even the nervous system and others. Okay, what are some of the body functioning again? Respiration, digestion, excretion, the nervous system, and others. Take note of that. So let us move on. Look closely. What do you see? That is a model of the heart. Okay? The heart is actually what it is. The way you're looking at it. It is the human heart. So what is the heart? It's very simple. This is the definition of the heart. The heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood around the body. Again, the heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood around the body. Okay, the heart, we can say it has the upper part and the lower part. Okay, it's very simple. And the muscle of the heart is called the cardiac muscle. The muscle of the heart is called the cardiac muscle. Remember we say the heart has an upper part and the lower part. The upper part is called the atrium and the lower part is called the ventricle. Again, the upper part is called the atrium and the lower part is called the ventricle. It's time to move on. Once more, you want to know this? Once more, you need to recap all you've learned, that the heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood around the body, right? Having a cardiac muscle. In case you ask, what is the muscle of the heart? It is the cardiac muscle. Maybe I should use this time to explain to us that there are 3 types of muscles in the body. 3 types of muscle. These are the cardiac muscle, which is the muscle of the heart, the smooth muscle, which is the muscle that covers sensitive organs of the body, and then you have the skeletal muscle, the muscles attached to the skeletal system. Again, there are 3 types of muscles: the cardiac muscles, the smooth muscles, and the skeletal muscles. So let's go. We say the heart is divided into 2 parts. The upper part is called the atrium, and the lower part is called the ventricle. Good. Let's move on. Right away, you would look at this, that even if we say the heart is divided into 2 parts, the upper part and the lower part, most times we divide the heart into 2 sides, the right hand side and the left hand side. So the upper parts, the lower part, the right hand side, left hand side ends up dividing the heart into 4 chambers. So that takes us to the 4 chambers of the heart. What are the 4 chambers of the heart? These are the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. Again, the right atrium, right ventricle, and the left ventricle. Okay, a quick recap. The 4 chambers of the heart are the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. Okay, let's move on to the valves of the heart. Hey, don't be scared. That's actually what's going on in your body. Look at the openings and look at the lines. They are pointing to 4 valves. So there are 4 valves in the heart. The blood enters through the tricuspid valve. Look at it there. Then it goes into the lungs through the pulmonary valve. From the lungs, the blood becomes oxygenated and enters back into the heart through the mitral valve. And from the mitral valve, the blood, which is now oxygenated, goes out of the heart to other parts of the body through a valve called the aortic valve. So let us have a recap. This model makes it easier for you. Look at it: blood entering through the tricuspid valve, going into the lungs through the pulmonary valve. From the lung, the blood enters back into the heart through the mitral valve. And then finally, the oxygenated blood leaves the heart to the rest of the body through the aortic valve. So once more, let's do a recap. Remember the valves: the tricuspid valve, the pulmonary valve, the mitral valve, and the aortic valve. Now you know. Let's move on. The heart has major blood vessels connected to it. Deoxygenated blood enters the heart through the vena cava. The vena cava, you can see, has 2 sides to it. The upper part is called the superior vena cava. The lower part is called the inferior vena cava. Okay? Then the blood, which is deoxygenated, having entered the heart, leaves the heart to the lungs to get oxygenated through the pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery. When the blood becomes oxygenated, it enters the heart again through the pulmonary veins. The pulmonary veins. And then finally, the oxygenated blood leaves the heart through the aorta. Let us have a recap. We say we have the vena cava. It carries deoxygenated blood into the heart, and it is the largest vein in the body. The vena cava is divided into the superior vena cava rather, and the inferior vena cava, which is the lower part. The superior is the upper part, the inferior is the lower part. Okay, this deoxygenated blood leaves the heart through the pulmonary artery. Oxygenated blood enters the heart through the pulmonary vein. And then finally oxygenated blood leaves the heart through the aorta. Quick facts. The vena cava is the largest vein in the body. The aorta is the largest artery in the body. Arteries take blood out of the body. Veins take blood into the body. Again, arteries take blood or carry blood out of the body, while veins carry blood into the body. Take note of that. And you can see here how these blood vessels are connected to the various valves. The blood vessel connected to the vena cava, the blood vessel connected to the tricuspid valve is the vena cava. Good morning. The blood vessel connected to the pulmonary valve is the pulmonary artery. Take note of that. The blood vessels connected to the mitral valve is the pulmonary vein, and the blood vessel connected to the aortic valve is the aorta. Now you know. Let's move on. How does heartbeat relate with our respiration rates? In other words, how do physical activities affect our heartbeat and respiration rates? Okay? How do physical activities affect our heartbeat and respiration rate, or our breathing rate and heartbeat? Okay, this is you breathing. Look at how your lungs expand and contract. And that is for real. You would see it's important you look at this part. This is where the heart is. That's why you're seeing this opening. So your right lung is actually larger than your left lung because of the heart taking a space of your left lung. See this part? Okay? Good. So what happens? What happens? The heart is beating while you are breathing. Okay? And it has pulse as the blood flows through your body. So, is there a correlation between breathing, that is respiration, and heartbeat? It's very simple. As the breathing rate increases, the heartbeat increases. Again, as the breathing rate increases, the heartbeat increases. Alright, so now you know. It is important you look at this closely. This is as a result of what is called the pulmonary circulation. What is pulmonary circulation? The pulmonary circulation is the part of the circulatory system that involves blood flow between the heart and the lungs. Let's take a closer look at it. Look at these blood vessels, the pulmonary artery, taking blood, deoxygenated blood into the lungs, and then you have the pulmonary vein carrying oxygenated blood into the heart. So as the breathing rate increases, the faster the blood flows. Why does the blood flow faster? So that it can convey enough oxygen quick and fast through the body. So that is what happens. As your activity increases, you need more oxygen. The body system needs more oxygen for the cells, the tissues, everything working. So the blood in turn responds to this emergency by flowing faster. And what makes it flow faster? The heartbeat. So the heart beats faster. And that is what causes this correlation. Okay, now you know. We move on. This graph and this chart will be of importance to you that shows the correlation between breathing rate and heartbeat. You can see as the heart rate or the heartbeat increases in each of the cases. Look at this. This is the heart rate, this is the breathing rate. You can see a correlation. The same thing here. See a correlation. So now you know that there is positive correlation between heartbeat and breathing rate. Positive correlation between heartbeat and breathing rate. Do well to follow this series. You'll be having questions and answer session in Cambridge style and Pearson Edexcel style. Good luck and have a great day. Remember, this is Maths and Science Clinic Daily. Watch out for the next series on the question and answer session. Thank you. Have a nice day.